I am the outgoing state chairman of NASI and an MSME consultant in Ondo State. And we've been on this for quite a while now. And looking critically at the increase in the sporadic increase and consistent increase in the interest rate by the CBN, at least the acclaimed policy of the financial policy of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is shocking. It's shocking because when we are making such policies, it is expected that we look critically into those that will be affected negatively and positively. Yes, it's going to be affect the federal government's financial stand positively, but we look at the indigent small businesses, which is the engine room of the nation. If the engine room is affected, if an engine of a car is affected, definitely the car will not go too far. Then we look critically into this. If government is increasing the loan, the interest on loan 5 times in less than 1 year, can we say it is really, it shows how competent those that are under this, that are handling these monetary policies are. Can we therefore say they are doing well? It will remain in the mind of my listeners this morning to be able to know or to determine what is to be done. But the truth of it is that it is affecting the small businesses negatively.
And when you take a look at the position of the CBN has said it's also to stabilize the economy. That if you do not do that, the economy might also go bad. Do you think the CBN is also right in ensuring that we continue to increase this interest rate?
To every,
we have it at 27.2%.
Yes, it's true. But to every coin, there will always be 2 sides. There will always be 1 or 2 things that can be used to stabilize the economy. It is not. There are nations of the world where interest rate, if it is above 1%, the citizen will raise an eyebrow. You understand? There are nations of the world that the maximum interest they have is 2%. If we are growing and growing and growing and we are getting to 27.5%, the meaning is this. It means that if I borrow 10 million naira from a bank, at the end of the year, I would have paid interest of 2,700,000 to the bank. Don't forgetting that they have increased the tariff of the power sector. They have increased the fuel consumption. The cost of fuel per liter has been increased. Every other thing getting increased. Indirectly, we are saying that only the multinationals and the big businesses can afford to stay in business. There is no way a small-scale business or enterprise or an industry will survive the diesel that we are talking about, the cost of diesel, the cost of petroleum, the cost of the tariff on power, and still come back to borrow and pay interest of 2.7% and pay salaries, pay wages, pay every other things, and still say he continues in business. Indirectly, we are saying Nigeria should face off small business.
For somebody who's also in business, like 27.25%.
It's on a very high side, extremely high, considering that petroleum today they are buying per liter 1,500 naira in some filling stations. Some other ones 1,200 per liter that will be consumed how many minutes? Diesel is high. Electricity tariff is high. So what business are you thinking of small businesses to do and make such gross or profit to pay off all of this, then come back and say salary I want to pay. Now we are talking of minimum wage, and we are expecting that at least the small businesses to be able to apply alongside. You understand? So when everything is high, the only option that for a small business is to fold up.
You have talked about the
and if you bear with me, several industries in Nigeria have packed off. Some have gone to other nations of the world, they have gone to other countries, and then what happened to the indigenous?
That's not because of the interest rates.
No, it's not because of the interest, because of other policies that affect them negatively, and they cannot survive it. Now, if you have seen that those that are struggling to survive as at now are still surviving, they are still struggling to survive, and now you bring another one, it is going to be then another knock that will end the camel. So that is what we are saying, that government should look critically into this area and come up with something that will be more friendly, that will be more industrially friendly, SME friendly. You understand? If you are giving loan, let's know it's a loan. If you are not giving loan, let's know it's not a loan. Let everybody know that we are backing up, we are not doing the business. At the federal level, we are having each. At the state level, we are having each. Then what? Nothing at the local government.
How do you mean you're having each?
Yes, now we cannot afford to meet with all the criteria of the financial policies of the federal government. And at the state level, of a recent time, we appreciate the governor Ayedatiwa for flagging off MSME loan in Ondo State.
220 million.
Okay, we are grateful for 220 million naira for MSMEs and artisans. But sincerely speaking, I have a if we are talking, there is no even nano business in Ondo State. Nano business in Ondo State, not small scale, that we want to be empowered today that will not be given 500,000. If you don't have 500,000 to do business, what business are you doing, sir? Nothing. Let's be frank and sincere, except we want to deceive ourselves. You understand? Now, if somebody is giving 220 million naira, divided by 500, will give us what? 400.
This must be the first.
No, listen to me, sir. Divide that one. We are talking of 400 and probably 440. You understand? That means if we share this money at 500,000 naira per individual, we are talking of 440 individuals that will collect the money. You understand? And which sector? If you are bringing out fashion designers in Ondo State, even in Akure South local government.
That must be a big money for a fashion designer.
No, it's not a big money. What do you mean? When they buy clothes, 400,000 naira is never a big money.
Existing business?
Yes, it's never a big money. Will you call a weather that have gates and doors along the express here? You understand? Now you now say you give him 400,000 naira. What is he going to do with it? Do you know how much they sell iron? Will you call a furniture maker and say you give him 400,000 or 500,000 naira? Don't know how much they sell wood? You understand now? Aside all their materials. So 500,000
naira.
You
don't know the figure of people that will also be benefiting from this.
No, I am only helping you to calculate, sir, that if we are talking of 440 people to benefit, this is even if the handlers are angelic, they are angelic. It is angels that we are giving 220 million naira, go and distribute, and they distribute justifiably and angelically. 440 people will collect it. This one is not enough for our press.
Let us talk about the figure.
It's not.
I am not sure of the figure.
No, I am very sure. The whole money is 220.
Sure.
You understand? But me, I am saying that the beneficiaries that will benefit from it, there's no one that we have less than 500,000 that we pay back. Let government go. Anybody that is watching me today, my name is Grecheyi, go and write it somewhere. By this time next year, tell me the figure of people that pay back. We have been on this field in the last 27 years.
Why would they pay back?
They will not be able to pick back because they will pay interest, they will pay all the factors that will be paid. At the end of the day, they cannot make such profit. You can't make such profit. You understand? And at the end of the day, if we now think of, okay, it's only 500,000 that will be given to a sawmiller. You just think of it. Among the MSMEs that this thing flag off,
I do agree with that.
The sawmillers are with it. They are there. The block makers are there. You understand? Will you tell the sawmiller you want to borrow, you want to lend 250,000 naira to him?
If somebody is also given 5 million naira of the money, will you not do something?
There is no way you will give one person 5 million naira out of 220. Because this thing is for everybody. For instance, I heard of recent. Listen, I understand. I have of recent that they gave 80 million naira to artisans. Artisans have about 92 different associations and groups that are under it. Fashion designers, shoemakers, paint makers, this and that. 92. That means if they are to divide it equally like that, not up to 1 million naira will be given to an association. Statewide.
What I'm saying is all of them will not get at once.
Yes.
So if all of them will not get at once, that means they will get substantial amount of money from the soft loan.
No, several people will apply. I have been on this in the last, like I said, 27 years, and I know how we have been doing this. You understand? Several people will apply. But when 1,000 people apply and you are giving to 27 or 30 people, It's as if you have not done anything. You understand now? We expect, lecturally, personally, and let me say this one, personally, I expect the state government to kick off this type of a loan with not less than 1 billion. So if we are talking of 200 million naira for all the MSMEs in Ondo State.
How much do you think an assistant will get and also be good on the job?
No, if an artisan, yes, an artisan that will get, that's why I have said that no artisan will take less than 500,000 naira and will pay. Hear me, I am not the chairman, I'm the chairman in the small scale industries. You understand now? But we're looking critically into this, we appreciate Mr. Governor. If we are saying this is the first sector, the segment, let the second segment come at the earliest time. At the earliest time. That's number one. Number two, they tag this thing with C of O. That any group that want to collect this thing must present C of O. Yes, it's good. But sincerely, sir, may I tell you one thing? From my personal experience, even the Mr. Governor's sector or zone will be disenfranchised. You understand now? How many people have C of O in SAO, the local government? How many people have C of O in Ilaje local government? Do they do C of O on top of water?
It's not about C of O. It's about the group.
That is the policy. That is the policy.
The group must provide.
Will you expect me in Akure to drop my C of O in Akure and now they now give the money to somebody in Riverine? Come.
Oh, you have an association.
Yes.
And they also channel this money through the association.
Yes.
We as somebody must also stand.
Yes.
If there is no collateral, just like also said here, they might not pay back.
No.
And if it's a revolving loan and someone collected and is not paying back, it's also dangerous for the system.
We had this issue with the former governor of Central Bank when they introduced the NISA loan in Abuja. And the governor came out to say, we will register with C of O, we will register with Corporate Affairs Commission certificate. And we told him, sir, we are small businesses. Where do you expect small scale business to have certificate of occupancy when he himself doesn't have land? Are you collecting third party? You understand now? So there must be another way around it.
Does it mean that your members are not part of those who benefit from this?
I have not seen several that will. You know why? Small scale. Yes, they might have C of O, but their amount that will be given eventually will be too small.
What I'm saying is maybe your association is not carried along.
No, we are carried along. It's not that we are not carried along, but when they said we will give an association 5 million naira, and you expect me to go and sign, or maybe the incoming chairman to come and sign for 5 million naira for the whole association in 18 local government of Ondo State. You understand that? We rather leave.
Is it not dicey now? If by the interest rate of 27.25%, the small scale cannot approach the commercial banks.
Yes.
And now the one available, they are also complaining about it. What's the
No, that is the issue. That is to say that the government has decided that we should die. I'm sorry, I'm not here negatively today. You already know that I always come with open mind. I am part of government, I'm part of the people. I am only intermediary between the people and government. You understand that? If the federal government says they are increasing 5 times interest rate between February and the end of September, you understand now? In less than 8 months, and 5 times interest has been increased. You understand now? Now, it's as if we kill you, you no wonder. Like we beat you, you no wonder. Okay, let's look at that one to kill you finally. And they now increase the last one to 27.5%. So that every other small businesses in Nigeria can go up.
So what other means do you think they can also get finance to also be in business?
No, there's not going to be. This is there's not going to be. The only thing that will be available, look, go and mark this thing.
I know.
Because this station will go out and find out from businesses. You will see how they will be collapsing. You see, no, we have been the one promoting small businesses. We have brought in grant. You are aware that we brought in grant, free money from the World Bank.
So where is that free money now? Where is the free money now?
No, I say from the World Bank.
I understand. Don't you have that kind of opportunities again?
Excuse me, we don't have that opportunity because our government is not giving it to us. Let me tell you, the money that comes to Ondo State, the billions of naira that comes to Ondo State as a monthly allocation, is it not a grant?
No, you're talking about...
No, listen to me. It's a grant, free money to Mr. Governor for the development of the people.
It cannot be free money.
No, it is what he
You
says.
are said to develop the state, so that is not free money.
No, it's free money for the state every month. Some billions of naira comes to this state. You understand now? As allocation. Allocation.
You're expecting that money to be given
The money is the money returning back to federal government? No. No governor have ever returned such money back to government, to federal government. It is free to us, to the government of Ondo State. We might not as well as expected them to give it on a freelance. But we are thinking that one, the volume of money for small businesses should be increased. Two, the interest should not be as killing as this. You understand? Bearing in mind that petroleum has been increased, the power has been increased, you understand? Workforce has been increased, and several other things are increasing, and somebody still bringing increase in interest rates. And the other one say, okay, let me ameliorate some of your problems. And they now say, okay, we give you 220 million naira for over 4 million people.
No, you can't give that figure, because that's not the figure that will benefit from the 220 million.
How much is government expecting to benefit?
But I know quite well that
please can you find out? Maybe some other time we come. We come because there is no one in the MSME sector that will not want to apply. Everybody is going through turbulent times. Everyone, those that have CFO, those that also have CFO, they are going through turbulent times. Businesses are collapsing. Directors are sleeping at home. And government knows this. The family in now.
Like what other means do you think the small business owners can also use to finance their businesses?
No.
Also that they cannot approach
the small businesses have exhausted the previous ones. Before now, we were doing a susu. We were doing cooperative. We were begging and asking families. But the family you asked last week, you asked last year, you asked 6 months ago, you understand now, for your business. Today, most of them are fed up. The only group that can assist the small businesses to grow are the people that really needed this business. And that is the government. And they have said that the small businesses are the engine room of the nation. So if the nation now want to collapse this engine, oh, good and fine. But me, I am thinking that Mr. Governor should, in his magnanimity, just like he has done this way, we appreciate him. I'm saying that for the third time, we appreciate him, that at the earliest time, he should look into it. Then number two, they should look into the policy that govern the money. There are several other people, many other people will not be able to provide.
Okay, if you have to advise, what will you
No, my advice is what I am giving. That government should add to this money so that it can go a little way forward. Because looking at 220 is not even enough for you.
And everything should not come with a collateral.
No, yes, the beneficiary could come with collateral, but what we used to do in the MSME subsector is not the use of CFO. It's like somebody asking you now as a civil servant to go and bring an aeroplane to come and collateralize your salary. They know you can't get an aeroplane now.
So how would the government get money back? It's also in our character not to pay back loans.
No, you have not known our character. It's not so that it is the economy that determines repayment.
You had said here that
I said it, sir.
Even 500 million.
They will not, because the economy is not favorable. As you yourself know how many people that are car owners today that have their cars on the road. Go and check. Take time. You are in media station. Start stopping motor. Check out of 100 vehicles along Adeshida Road. Anyone that is, if you can get 5 of them that have 1/4 of their gauge. You understand now? No matter the full tank, if you get a vehicle that have 1/4 of the full tank gauge, you understand now? Why? Simply because the fuel hike is there. When you get home, you cannot but use electricity. Electricity tariff is high.
But
the loan you want to collect from the commercial bank, federal government have hiked it.
In the face of all of this, how would you think small business owners can sustain and their various businesses?
Now, my thinking is that if the small business owners will survive, government will still have to come in. Because it pays government that they don't pack up. When an industry packs off, all the workers will be laid off. And when the workers are laid off, there's tendency for other vices to come in. You understand now? So how do we now come together and say, and save the situation? Government must be proactive about it. The remaining thing in this nation is on government, federal, state, and local government. Sir, I maintain it. These people in the small businesses have exhausted what they needed to. I've been in this system. You understand now? As an executive, I've been there in the last 27 years. From PRO to state chairman to state secretary to state chairman and all of those stuff. So
you are also enjoying those opportunities of grants and loans, especially from the CBN and also from the federal.
No, my members enjoy
that. Your members don't go to that place. Is it because they are not paying back that money?
It's not so. My members do enjoy it. I have said it severally. We enjoy NISA loan. We enjoy the GEM grant, free money, 12.2 million naira. I did it. And several people, almost 38 people collected money. You understand? I have almost 87 people that collected loans from NISA. You understand? And several programs like that. So I stand to advise.
Do they repay?
No, many of them will repay, and many of them have been repaying. But repayment has been very hectic and tedious. Why? Because the economy has not been friendly at all. They have not been industrially friendly. They have not been MSME friendly. You understand? Where cost of food has skyrocketed. Every other thing, transport has gone up. You understand? Call it anything in Nigeria, it has gone beyond where they took the loan. You understand? When you take a loan and you assume that, okay, if the thing is like this, I will make some profit. And the thing has gone beyond your profit, you only struggle to pay. And our advice to some of our members is that they should be able to pay